Happy Turkey Eve. Or is it Happy Thanksgiving Eve? I don't know. Happy Wednesday. 70 degrees. It is nice outside, you all. It is nice. And per usual, I sound weird. You all, my neighbor was just outside. We came out at the same time to throw trash. So embarrassed. So embarrassed. That's the one I was trying to hook my cousin up with. But he has kids, and she's like, no. The other one, well, we already know how that one is. So, he's not interested. The other one being the other neighbor. So, anyway, you know the special one. I don't want to speak too soon. I'm drinking water, by the way. I don't want to speak too soon. But she hasn't mentioned the cat. She hasn't even come by my apartment. And let's keep it that way. Because the husband is home. So yeah, we don't need to stop by. However, I did want to say hi to Chaps. I do miss Chaps. So, I don't know. Anyhow, wow, there's a lot of traffic tonight. Are people just getting, look at this, and they're all like speeding. Look you all. And I'm not a cop, but look at how fast everybody, look at that truck, look at that. I don't know if my camera even does it any justice. You all, we went to the grocery store early. We got up at 7. We went to the grocery store. They had my hair brand color, which is the Garnier, but they did not have my color. I find it hard to believe that every box of my hair color was gone. Not one box. Is suddenly everybody here in the valley dyeing their hair my color? I find it hard to believe. So we're just gonna have to look for it this weekend, because yeah, I need to do my roots already. I look pitiful. Not only do I need to do my roots, but I need to get a haircut. We already talked about that yesterday. So I said I had something interesting for you all today, and I do. And it's not really that serious, you all. That's for another day. Let's enjoy our Thanksgiving. I did hurt my left shoulder. I didn't mention that yesterday. To put an end to a perfect weekend that I was talking about, I did hurt my left shoulder Sunday morning. I woke up early for church. I went to go reach for Tabby's food, and I felt like a nerve or something pull on my left arm and shoulder and neck, and it hurt so bad that even if I tried to look to the left, there was a shooting pain everywhere on my left side. So I had to go lay down, put the heating pad. I took a Flanix. After an hour, I was able to finally move around and lift my arm. But it was scary. It was really scary. I called the husband and I was like, I can't move my arm. It hurts. And he's like, just relax. It'll go away. Just relax. Lay down. You know. And I did what he told me to do. And like I said, miraculously, it did go away. So Saturday I found this channel called Sheriff Lamb, and you all have probably heard of him. Maybe that's why I got him recommended on my feed, but it's very interesting. He has recordings of, let me turn this down a bit, there, that way I don't have to like sound so high again. He's got recording of, not recordings, camera footage. Don't worry, I'll get it together. Of police footage. You know, of certain different situations, scenarios, and all that really happened, right? And a lot of these recordings involve women. There's some men that I found today, but it's mainly women. And although, you know, the men will also cry, but the women, I feel, are the worst. Because, yeah, they argue and argue and argue, and some of them scream, like if they're on the point of giving themselves either a heart attack or an aneurysm. But here's the thing. I'm like, why do they do that? They're not going to get set free. I mean, do they really think that if they argue over and over, the cop's just going to be like, oh, okay, you know what? I don't want to argue with you. Just, you're free to go. You're not arguing with your husband. You're not going to get your way. This is a police officer doing their job. And you are drunk, or you are on some unprescribed medication that you shouldn't be on, and therefore that is why you're being pulled over. But these women will keep repeating themselves over and over. I don't know. I don't think I've talked about this. Have I? If I have, I'm sorry. I probably forgot. But they will argue over and over again. And it was getting on my nerves. Like, one example. This lady got pulled over for running into something in the back. Like, okay, she was involved in a hit and run. I'll go with that one. She was involved in a hit and run. They called the police on her. The police stopped her, pulled her over and everything. And she's like, yes, officer? How can I help you? What did I do? And the officer's like, are you aware that you hit somebody back there? And she's like, no, actually they hit me and they ran. And they're like, no ma'am, they called the police on you because you hit them and you ran. I did not run. I was there, they hit me, they ran the stop sign and they hit me. And they ran. So therefore I left. And they're like, no ma'am, they actually have a dash cam and they can prove that you were the one that hit them and fled the scene. By that point, he's already arguing with her, right? I'm not a cop. If I were, I've already spoken about this before. If I were, I would be the most hated one here where I'm from. Because I would not tolerate that. I'd be like, look, ma'am, you're not going to fool me. It's on camera. Get out of the car right now. I'm arresting you because you already hit someone, you fled the scene, and now you're lying to me. Get out of the car. But these cops are so nice and so patient. And this woman was just like, and what did you pull me over for? For what? 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 And the cop's like, I already told you 5 times. Do I need to repeat it again? Yeah, you do. What did you pull me over for? For what? For what? For what? For what? And it's annoying because that's all they keep saying over and over again. And I'm thinking, do they really think they have a good strategy going on there? Like the cop's going to be like, you know what, ma'am, you're right. I don't know why I pulled you over. Just go ahead and go. Yeah, you have my permission to go. Never mind. No. And they're like, can I see your license and registration, please? No. For what? What did you pull me over for? I already told you. And by this time, he already told her 10 times. Okay? And she's like, no, I don't need to show you my license. No, I don't need to. I don't need to. And no, I'm not going to give you my name. And no, I'm not getting out of the car. And then they put the window up, which is the worst thing they can do. And they're like, roll down your window or I'm going to have to break it. No, you're not. You're not going to break my window, and no, I'm not going to roll it down. I mean, they start to tell authority what they're not going to do. So, of course, they finally end up breaking the window. They open the door. They pull her out and put her on the ground, put cuffs on her, and then she starts yelling like if she's being abused, okay? She starts yelling her head off. She starts yelling for help. Help, help, they're killing me, they're killing me. Help, help, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Help, help, help. They're killing me. Somebody help. They're killing me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Okay. You know they can breathe because they're yelling. Secondly, they're not getting killed. They're getting arrested. And they're getting taken to the back of the police car. They're back there and they don't want to get in. They're sitting down. They don't want to put their legs in. So that's another struggle. Another 30 minutes. Okay, to try to get them to put their legs in. They finally put their legs in. They put the seatbelt on them. And they start yelling again like crazy. They start kicking the door. They start saying they can't breathe, which you know they can already because they're yelling and they're breathing just fine. And okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Look. We're gonna put the phone right here. They just stopped there all of a sudden. They were close and hitting me when they passed by. And I thought they were going to go through the drive-thru. But no, they're stopped right there. And I don't know for what. And they're just sitting there. See what? Every time I come, you all, something stupid's happening around here. And I don't know why. I feel like calling the cops. And telling them to get over here because this car is just sitting there. So anyway, they're doing all that. They have to open the back door. They have to tie their legs, you know, with that other cuffs that they put on them or some kind of strap to keep them from kicking the door. And then they're telling them, you just picked up another charge. You're damaging police property, yada, yada, right? And they're like, no, I didn't. I didn't do anything. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. I didn't do anything. Why'd you pull me over? For what? For what? For... Oh, and it just starts all over again. So finally, you know, they get taken away. They get charged and everything, right? There was one, though, where it was a young girl. I really thought that she was going to give herself an aneurysm. She was yelling at the top of her lungs, you all. I was out of breath just watching her. I was on the bike when I was watching her. And I was just like, huffing and puffing because I was just like, oh my God. I just kept saying it the whole time. Oh my God, this girl. In the video, the cops say that they've even used her voice and put it in some music because that's how she sounds. Like those bands where they're like, wah, like that, you know? I can't do it very well, and I'm not going to try to do it very well because I'll probably damage my vocal cords. Oh, he's finally leaving. And, anyhow, but yeah, she was yelling just like that. And then they called her mother because she kept wanting to call her mother after she refused to give her license or step out of the vehicle. Oh no, I want to call my mother now. They finally get her mother on the line. The police were nice enough to get this adult woman, her mother, on the line. And the mom, I don't know if the mom was on volume or Xanax or whatever. Honey, you need to calm down. It's gonna be all right. You are okay. Just calm down. And the girl's like, Mom, they're abusing me. Come help me. Help me. They're abusing me. They're sexually abusing me. Help me. Help me. And nobody was doing anything to her, okay? She was just sitting there yelling out all this stuff, which, good thing that police officers have body cam because of situations like this. And the mother still wouldn't lose her cool, never yelled back at her daughter. Their car is coming back. Look at this, you all. The car is coming back. Look. They're right there. So we're just going to keep the camera there while I talk. And so they take her away, right? They book her. However, the judge lets her go. Even though she was resisting arrest, damaging property, I believe she even kicked one of the officers, and they let her go. And I was like, this is why these women act the way that they do, because they know they're going to be let go. All they have to do is scream in court, cry, put on the crocodile tears. I'm going to put my phone down. I don't know what this person's problem is. I really want to call the cops. Now they're moving again. Where are they going? Look, let's watch. Where'd they go? There they go. They're going around again. Let's see which way they're going to come out. Oh, they went the other way. Another car just drove up, but see how they just drove up and parked? That car, I don't know what their problem is. Anyhow, so as I was saying, this is why they do it. They know how to work the system. Okay, well, this same girl gets pulled over again. There's a part 2 on her. She gets pulled over somewhere else. They said it's the same girl. I don't know. I have no idea. But this time, she was just a tad bit calmer. However, she did kick in the police car. She did yell a couple of times. She did throw accusations here and there. She did want her mom. The mom got on the phone again with that calm voice. They took her to the station. This time, prosecution dropped the charges. So she was let go again. And that is a problem. That is a big problem there, because this girl obviously needs some mental help. And whether it's the judge or the DA's office dropping charges, it's not helping. You are letting this loose cannon out again, and they're going to end up harming other people again, or themselves. So yeah. And so then I started thinking, maybe the mom was really calm, and I believe the mom, this is just my opinion, allegedly, I believe the mom may know some people higher up, and that's how she keeps getting her daughter off. So the mom's not doing her any favors either. But it's crazy, y'all. If you all ever get a chance, watch Sheriff Lamb, Lamb. And some of these are really funny. Oh boy, now there's a stranger over here. Is it the Muffin Man? You all, we're active tonight. We are active tonight. There he goes, look. Oops, sorry, I touched the camera with my fingers. There he goes. It looks like a homeless. This is why I don't like my son working at night. Is he gonna go lay down all the way over there? What's he doing? that other car finally stopped coming through here. And it's only with me, you all, that this happens. Where there's activity. Because when my husband comes, there's nothing. I ask him, did anything happen? No. In fact, he would have been home already. It's 7:58. My son's getting out at 8 today. They're closing early for tomorrow. You all, I can't wait for tomorrow. Well, I kind of can because I wanted to sleep in, but there's no way. Today I woke up at 4:30 and oh no, is it back? Okay, the homeless guy went the other way. Oh no, this is another car. They're coming for a sandwich and they're fixing to close. Oh, I tell you, these people are something else. Anyway, so yeah, I woke up at 4:30 and I couldn't go back to sleep, and I was pissing the husband off, and he pissed me off on the way over here anyway, so we're even now. He was watching the corn again. You know what I mean? The corn. What was it called? Babes of Wrath. Babes of Wrath. That's supposed to be wrestling, okay? Babes of Wrath. Yeah, that sounds like wrestling. Why don't you just call it what it is? Crotch on crotch. Just call it that. You know? And then call it wrestling. Crotch on crotch. Mania. You know? Might as well. Savages. I don't know. And I'm like, oh, your corn is on again. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to watch my Walking Dead. And that's what I was doing. There's nothing else on. Well, you can come and over here and watch Hallmark. Hell no. Hell no. Why would I want to watch Hallmark? Ew. You all, change of subject. I despise and detest Hallmark. There's like maybe, I like Haul Out the Harley. I was going to say Harley. Yeah, Haul Out the Harley. Hey, that wouldn't be bad. Haul Out the Holly. Haul Out Halloween. Because there's two different ones. The Christmas Detour. What's that other one called? It's with Candace Cameron. Oh God, what is it called? It's where she plays Dr. Burnell. I like that one. Something about a shoe. It's all with Candace. Something about the shoeholic. Something like that. Oh, here comes the homeless guy over here on this side now. I believe that could be it. A Country Wedding. I think it's called A Country Wedding. I like that one too. I think that's it. Oh, Love on the Sidelines. That's right. Only because Emily Kenny's in it. And Emily Kenny was Beth on The Walking Dead. That's the only reason. So those are the only ones I really like. I don't even like the 9 Lives of Christmas. That's with cats. And I love cats. I'll watch it if it's on. But I'm not like, oh, when is it coming on again? You know? And sometimes the husband will tell me, hey, they're showing the 9 Lives of Christmas. You like that movie? Yeah, okay. And that'll be my response. I won't watch it. I have to really be in the mood to watch any of those movies, okay? I don't know what it is. I just despise Hallmark. I think it's fake and phony and fairy tale. Fake, phony fairy tales. There you go. That's what it is. Now, I prefer movies that are arguing, that are funny, that break up, get back together, or go their separate ways. Something more realistic. I'm just like that. Not that I'm like really hard, you know, but I just can't drift away into any fantasy. I can't do it. I did that once with Twilight. I think it was Twilight Breaking Dawn. Because I do like vampire movies. Some of them. Except for that stupid one on AMC right now. Who are you? Talamasca. Oh, I hate that. But on the second one, I think it's Twilight Breaking Dawn, where they're on their honeymoon. Oh, I was so there. I was so there. I was just like, yes, yes, yes. But that's it. Those are the only ones. And I won't watch it again. I've yet to watch it again. And I probably never will. But that's it. Here comes my son, you all. Woo! I'm so excited for Thanksgiving. Love you all. Thank you for listening to me. Have a blessed Thanksgiving with your family, your friends, your pets, everybody. And take it easy on the turkey. Don't eat too much of it because it makes you bloated. Bye.